Yep. Commissioner Dominic,
Here.
Commissioner Termack, he emailed that he's not available today. Al Chelik,
Present.
Henry Dickey,
Present.
Marion Gatto. Marion, I know you're here.
She's muted, but she's here.
And Brenda
Here.
Sacco.
Here. Okay, you want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Opportunity for public to address the board, agenda items only. Did we get anything?
No, again, we gave the public up until 9 o'clock this morning to send anything to my attention, but nothing came in.
Okay. Presentation of the minutes for approval. It was the meeting from October 14th, 2020. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
Motion.
Do I have a
motion
second?
to approve.
Okay. Was that a second then? Yes? Okay. On the question?
On the question.
I said that.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a question?
I have an on the question.
Oh, okay. That never
Yeah.
happens.
No, this is my second time actually.
Right.
Page 3. It's a very minor correction, and I really pondered about whether I should even bring it up because running through my mind was from Romeo and Juliet. A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. I don't want to give anybody the impression that I've been cloned, or there's two of me, or worse yet, that I'm bipolar. My name is misspelled
I see it there. Sorry, Al.
right at the bottom of the page. It was the only time. So minor correction, but
Okay.
I've never even been to Antarctica. So
I will change that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Subject to that change, is everyone in favor of approving the minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Okay. Any noes? Okay. Presentation of the vouchers for examination of approval, October 15th through November 12th, 2020.
Okay, we have 3 vouchers here. Our legal services, Attorney Joseph Calvasani, property management services for Benny's Nurseries, and for the recording of 2 repository deeds. So the 3 for that period.
Does anyone have any questions for Ralph on that? Do I have a motion to approve the vouchers?
I make a motion to accept as read.
Is there a second?
second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion items, subsection 6A, land bank general update. Ralph?
Okay, starting in the city of Scranton, just the update again, as we do every month, 126 properties conveyed to private interest. At the end of this meeting today, there'll be 8 properties pending to private interest. We've conveyed 3 properties to the city of Scranton as of this date, and we will be conveying another 3 properties to the city after I get some kind of formal request from them. 3 other properties. And 4 properties have been conveyed to the local nonprofit community development organizations, United Neighborhood Centers, and Lackawanna County Human Development Agency. In the city of Carbondale, we have 1 property that has been sold to a private interest. We have, after today, we should have 5 properties pending to private interest, 1 property conveyed to the city of Carbondale, and 1 additional property still left in the Carbondale inventory.
What did you say after Scranton? What municipality was it?
Carbondale.
Oh, Carbondale. How many was conveyed?
Only 1 as of this date, but as of after today, hopefully with the approval of the board, there'll be 5 more, or 4 more. We have one in the pipeline right now. But,
okay. Anything else?
That's it for right now.
Okay. While just so that I don't forget, Ralph, did you call, I forget what we were gonna go, Clifford Town, where were we gonna go next?
I believe we were looking at Covington. We're on. I was just going to say that we're on the agenda for the December meeting for Covington to be approved.
Do you know when that is?
Well, we don't really have to go there. They're just because when Brenda and I were up at the North Pocono School District, one of the township supervisors was there for that meeting, and she relayed all the information to the other townships. So they're just going to pass it at the next meeting.
Oh, okay. So will you just schedule somebody else then?
Yeah, maybe okay.
Let's get a couple more in before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ralph, let's look at the list with the most properties and see.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
New subsection 6B, new interest land bank.
Okay, like we just talked about, Covington should be up and coming, and Commissioner Dominic and I went to Archibald that night, Borough that night, and I'm waiting for a copy of the resolution from the borough manager. He told me he'd mailed it, so I should get it either today or tomorrow. So I will then put together the intergovernmental cooperation agreement for signature by all the parties.
Okay.
Again, the municipalities, Archibald and Covington will then join Scranton, Dunmore, Carbondale, Mayfield, Bell Township, and Troop. Now, Vanling Borough, they would like to become part of the land bank. So we have to work.
Who?
Vanling. Vanling Borough.
Sorry, I literally can't hear you.
Okay, Vanling Borough. Vanling.
Ralph, aren't they in a part of the Forest City Regional School District?
Yes, they are. So we would need the approval of the Forest City School District, and they have all the information at this point. And again, at our advisory committee meeting today, Michelle Bannon is going to step in on that too, because she has some contacts up at Forest City. I don't know if you do too.
I actually do. I worked with an attorney. I think he might be a solicitor or something up there. I'll call him.
Okay, all right. But Vanling Borough has already passed their resolution. And
Is
the other
that
one,
Paul Smith?
Yeah.
I think he's retired. If I'm not mistaken, he's
How
selling
is
his
that
building.
He's not
Yeah.
that old. I'm going
You
to
don't
call
have-
him.
You don't have to be old to retire.
Well, I'm going to call him anyway, because that's not fair that he gets to retire and I have about 40 more years to go. Okay. I think Covington, Thornhurst, and there was another one with the C that had the most.
Clifton, you're right. Yeah,
Okay.
Clifton.
And Thornhurst.
Well, yeah, and I don't know, I copied you on the email I sent to the IT department. There's a new repository list that is updated because the last judicial sale was finalized. So anything that wasn't sold in that sale will go to the repository. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that. So there'll be some additional properties added to all of these that we had already sent previously.
And then will you give me an updated copy when you're finished with that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. C, blight task force update.
Okay, Jess, you want to give us just a quick update on?
I'll give you a quick update on really just 3 points. So the first is that we are working on scheduling a small press event over at the Luzerne Street properties that were cleaned up. All 4 are owned by the land bank. So we're going to be putting together an event inviting obviously all of the land bank board members, some of the other partners that are involved. Commissioner Dominic, we're going to be looking to find a time that works for your schedule and try to make sure that we can get that scheduled within really the next month. Before the end of the year is the goal, just to do a press event over on Luzerne Street.
I think you gave 2 dates on the 20th on Monday, the 23rd on November 23rd, but Chris isn't available.
Okay.
Shermack. And then the other one that my assistant got was December 3rd in the morning.
Okay.
I think we're all good on, are all commissioners good on that? Okay. We just have to check with Jerry.
Okay. Yeah. When you hear back, let us know and we'll take it from there. But it'll be a good opportunity just to kind of celebrate the work that's happening over in on those lots really couldn't have happened without the support and the work of the land bank. So looking forward to that and getting that out for some, into the public's eye. A couple other things that are being worked on right now. One is a vacant lot mapping and management project. So we have an AmeriCorps Vista that is focused on putting together kind of a project plan for that. Something that, as Ralph knows, we've been looking at that as something we wanted to tackle for the last couple of years, and we have somebody really focused on that now. The goal is to look at a lot of the key vacant properties that are in the Lackawanna County, get them mapped, and then put together a management plan for them, with including volunteers and some other resources that we'll put into play. So we're going to be advancing that. You'll be hearing more about that in the next few months. The last is just putting, the task force is going to be putting together a workshop and seminar plan for 2021. So we had some successful seminars in the past, well received by municipalities, about how we can eliminate or reduce blight. So we're going to bring some more topics together to get out to the municipalities, give folks some more tools to use to fight blight throughout the county. So that's going to be happening, in the next month or so as well, and looking forward to getting that all in front of this board. Thank you.
Okay, subsection D bid openings, any?
No, we have no bid openings since we only received like single applications for the properties that we're going to talk about now.
Okay. Advisory committee and general property discussion.
Okay, I believe everyone should have a copy of, what the properties that we're going to be discussing today. And we're going to move into Carbondale today for the first couple of properties. And what happened was Michelle Bannon, the city clerk up in Carbondale, I sent her all the information regarding the delinquent properties up in Carbondale and aerial views of all of the properties. I think there are about 30 some. And what Michelle did was she kind of tried to contact all the property owners up there about if they'd be interested in purchasing as side lots or, whatever. So as you can see from these properties, like some of them have already been in use, and maybe the property owners probably think they already own them. Little did they know that they went through a judicial sale and someone else could have purchased them. So we're just going to try to make this all legal now. As you can see, the first property there for a side lot is Alexis Brito Figura. That outlined in blue is really access to a garage. Okay, so what we want to do is, deed that, quitclaim deed that over to them for $100. The next one at 36 1/3 Copeland Street in Carbondale. You can see that's an irregular shaped flat that the property owner has already been using over the years, but probably didn't know that it really wasn't there. So again, we're going to make that legal by giving them a quitclaim deed to that property, and that would be Mr. Paul Hudak. The next one is just a tiny piece of property at the rear of 112 Upperly Powderly Street. If you can see, it's 10 by 47. And I've just added a little bit extra to Mr. Joseph Megak's property. That's like a 10 by 47 foot lot. So we'll quitclaim deed that to him, and then he'll be set. Moving on to Scranton, rear of 434 River Street. This is a small lot, 20 by 64. Property owner, Miss Carmen Oliveras, owns the property in front. If you look at it, just right at the corner there. And there's some abandoned cars parked on this lot. She would like to purchase it and have those cars removed and just dress up her property and clean it up and use it as green space and parking for her own cars. So that it would also be a side lot for $100. The last one, you look at this. This is the corner of Euclid Avenue and Dickens Street, which is part of the Trip Park neighborhood over there. What happened was some of these properties that weren't sold went through the judicial sale all in one pen. So there's a couple of properties under one pen that are kind of scattered throughout that area. This property right at the corner there is kind of, it's not a buildable lot. It's been around for a few years. No one has showed any interest in it. Next door neighbor, Mr. Cholish, wants to purchase the property and put a pool around on his side of the house. He resides, if you look at it there, at the PIN number ending in 78, and just clean up the property, cut the trees, and just make it nice. Just eliminate the blight. So he's offered $500 to for the properties. There's actually 3 separate properties there, and they're really not buildable. So, and I did have Mr. Foley, John Foley, look at some of these, and he agreed. So that would be that. For anybody have any questions on any of those?
So we're gonna give them the 3 for the price of 1? You think?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, they're not buildable.
Okay. All right, I don't have any questions. Anybody else? Okay, action items. Resolution number 20-021. Approving the acquisition of additional property from the Tax Claim Office Repository List of Unsold Property. It looks like there are 4 parcels, McCabe Avenue in Carbondale, 36 1/3 Copeland Street in Carbondale, 112 Rear Upper Powderly Street in Carbondale, and 534 Rear River Street in Scranton. Ralph?
Yeah. Yes. Those are the 4 properties that I just talked about.
Okay.
And they're currently in the repository. So again, what we'd have to do is once it's approved, I will request Joe Joyce to transfer those properties into the land bank.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolution number 20-022. Approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the property purchase program. And this is what we were just discussing with the purchaser being William Kolish at the corner of Euclid Avenue and Dickens Street. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, anybody have any questions on that? Do I have a motion for approval of this resolution?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution number 2023. Approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the side lot purchase program. This is 4 properties, the same 4 properties that were at issue, I believe, in 20-021, right, Frank? Ralph?
Yeah, those are the ones that we were taking in, and these are the same ones that we have applications for.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions regarding this? Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second
Second.
on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 8, opportunity for the public to address the board. Anything?
No, I didn't get anything.
Okay. So our next meeting is Wednesday, December 9th, 2020 at 11 a.m. If there's nothing else, I will take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Do I have a second
Second.
on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
I'll
Yes,
see you in a little bit. You too.